Hello viewer and welcome back to Games with Dialogue. This is episode 16 of my pop-up dungeon playthrough. Last time we got through a couple of fights that admittedly were my own fault. Antagonizing an alien species, or an alien being who can rewrite the laws of reality at their whim, is not a smart maneuver, however justified it may be. But it introduced itself to us, gave us a choice of challenges, and rather than go the D&D route, I went with puzzles. Let's see how much of a mistake that is. Let's warm up with an easy one. Mavenbolt smiles, producing 3 strips of cloth. I'm going to tie this around your eyes and put you in a room with 2 of your intellectual peers, who are also blindfolded. I swear, if you put me in a room with pigs, I am going to punch you in the face. Well, I'm probably going to do that anyways. Okay, let me just get back here, and there, says Mavenbolt. Now you're blindfolded, so take my hand and follow me into this room. Okay, now all 3 of you have been blindfolded, says Mavenbolt. When I say go, I will remove 1, 2, 3, or none of the blindfolds. The first to correctly answer how many blindfolds have been removed wins. Ready? Sure. Okay, so before I click this, let's run through a couple of scenarios. A, intellectual peers means I'm in the room alone, in which case he either removes 1 or 0. 2, all 3 blindfolds are removed, but the room's pitch black. Or 3, it's 2, and I have no way of knowing that if he leaves the blindfold on. A few seconds pass. How many blindfolds is he removed? I'm going to say... You answer, no blindfolds have been removed. 0. The answer is 0. Mavenbolt congratulates you as he removes your blindfold. You get a good look at your intellectual peers. Okay. Alright. The cat knight I can live with. That's fine. That's fine. Congratulations are in order. Assuming you didn't just guess correctly. You call these my intellectual peers? Relax. I didn't pick them to insult you. I could have used a couple of training dummies with rags tied across their painted eyes, or even a pair of mirrors. They're merely advantages from which you may view yourself. Seems like a stretch. Then it's a good thing our minds are flexible. Now let's press on to our next exercise. Sure. I wonder how many of these there are. For your next test, Mavenbolt snaps his fingers. Let's trigger the ship's self-destruct. What? I've provided you with an escape pod that has room for just 1 other passenger. Before the adjutant becomes a tiny nebula, you must ferry a skywell, a mowmill, and a crate of mummish salted dune meat to a nearby crater. Okay. Unsupervised... Wait. I'm not going to do the voice for this. Unsupervised, the mowmill will eat the salted meat. And the... Oh, it's the... Oh, it's the fairy thing with the... Oh, the wolf, the grain, the duck, the person. I got it. Okay, so. We'll eat the salted meat. The skywell will digest the mowmill. Thankfully, the meat is also salty. It would crystallize the so salty skywell if it tried to eat it. So you don't need to worry about that. You only have enough time to make 7 trips. How can you get them all across safely? Okay. Alright. Is that true, Goo? Would you eat the mowmill? Mowmill? Ugh, gross. Yeah, probably. Salted meat, mowmill. Okay, so... Ferry the skywell. Do I factor into the equation at all? No? Okay. So, this will eat this will eat this. I could leave... Okay. Alright. Okay. Whoever I leave on the planet first is going to eat the other two. Let me see this again. One other passenger. So, I can't take the Momil with me. No. Okay, I can't take the salted meat and the sky whale with me. So, let's see here. If I take the Momil first, leave it on the planet, and then take the sky whale and leave it there. Well, it didn't say I couldn't stay behind, did it? Except that I'm doing the ferrying, I think. Because I could stay behind with the Momil, and then bring Skywell and the salted meat with me. I don't think it matters which one I leave behind first. I think it does matter which one I leave behind first, because if I take the Momil, it will eat the salted meat, or it will eat the Skywell. No, it also... I can't take either of these first, because whichever one I take, the Momil will eat. Yeah, I can't take the salted meat first, because these two will get in each other's business. I can't take Skywell, because these two will get in each other's business. I have to take the Momil, and hope that I can... Yeah, I have to take the Momil and hope that I can leave myself behind on one of the ferry trips. What is this? Bring the Momil back with you? Fly the capsule back alone. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. Okay. How am I gonna do this? I was never any good at these. Oy. Alright, so I can't leave myself back there. Which means... if I leave... No. Huh. I'm just gonna leave it behind. Wait a minute, what? I can make 7 trips. I've only used 2 to get there and back. Oh. That's the mistake I made. Okay. I clicked the wrong one. I should have left it there. Alright. Well. I wonder if I can reset. Let's see here. Load. Oh, but that's back from the fight, isn't it? Oh, right. I'm not gonna fail this because... Alright. I played back through all 3 of those holograph fights just to get back to this point, because I'm going to get this right. That was a pretty dumb mistake I made last time. But, let's see. I'm going to take him, and I'm going to leave him there. Okay. So that's 2. I have 5 left. The only real solution that I can think of is to take Goo, fly them there, bring him back. There we go. Okay. Take the salted meat. Take it back. Right, because she won't eat the meat. Right. Return solo. What? Claims to be the snack captain, so it's only fitting he goes down with the ship. No! Only seconds remain. There we go. You watch helplessly through the escape pod's window as the adjutant begins to explode. You turn around to find that the Momil in the back seat is really a stuffed animal. Maven Bolt appears in the window, waving. Hello. The escape capsule dissolves around you. For a moment, you're adrift in space. The stars fade as the holograph grid comes into focus, and you realize your seat has dematerialized as well. Well done. You're quite the little puzzler, aren't you? But that was easy. Let's say we move on to something a bit more challenging. That wasn't easy. I had to rack my brain the entire time I was refighting Space Lincoln. But I got it. You suddenly find yourself in an oddly nostalgic lounge. We're gonna need a lot of blue milk for the next puzzle. Oh, wait, that's... Maven Bolt? Sorry. We're going to need a lot of blue milk for the next puzzle. Oh, God. Not more blue milk. Are you alright? You look a little pale. I'll be fine. Just give me a minute. I have a history with this beverage. Oh, don't worry. You won't be drinking the milk. Okay. A portly gentleman has ordered exactly 7 shots of blue milk. The problem is that you only have a 5 oh, it's this water thing. Okay, I got it. It's the water jug. This shouldn't be a problem. I figured it out in Operencia. I can do it again. Sure. So, first thing you want to do... Wait a minute. Let me read this again. Exactly 7 shots. You have a 5-shot and a 9-shot container. Right. First thing you want to do... No, hold on. Hold on. Do you fill the 9, pour it into the 5, so that you have 4 left over? Alright. Let's start with the 9. Fill the big cup. Filling the 5 doesn't get me anywhere, because whether or not I pour the 5 into the 9, I've only got 5. But if I fill the 9 first, I can get rid of some of the excess, and we'll go from there. So, big into small. What? Pour the 9 shots into the big cup. This results in 4 shots and... Okay. Empty the... No. Fill the 5-shot. No. We want to do this. So now we have a 5-shot and a 4-shot. Right. It would be a whole lot simpler if I could graphically see what the heck I'm doing. Okay, that's what we want. Now, I can empty the big cup, but then we just have a 5-shot small cup filled, which doesn't make sense. We could pour the small into the big, which just brings us right back to the 9, or empty the small. So let's empty the small. Okay. Now, we could empty the big cup into the small cup, and we'd have 4 shots out of 5. Okay. Yes, this is what we want. Okay. Alright, if we fill the big cup for 9, we can't do anything. Except put 1 into the 5th cup. Which gives me 5 and 8, which is not helpful. However, let me see here. Yeah, that's not. Okay, so let me see this again. Right. So we could pour 4 back into the 9-shot, but that's not going to help. Alright. I got it. Okay. Alright. So we're going to fill the big cup, right? We're back at 9. We're going to pour the big into the small, which is just 1 shot. Right? Which leaves us with 8. 8 shots in the big cup, 5 shots in the small cup. That's fine. Right. Then we're going to empty the small cup. Then we're going to pour the big into the small. 3 shots in the big cup. That's what we want. Okay? 5 and 3. Good. Empty the small cup. Right. Okay. I think I just did something wrong here. No. Alright, let's empty the big cup and start over. Well, we don't have to do that. We'll just keep going where we're at. Yeah, okay. So 3 shots of blue milk in the small cup. 0 out of 9. Okay. That was just dumb of me. Let's fill the big cup. So we're at 9. Alright. Now, if we pour the big cup into the small cup, we're only losing 2. So we're at 7. That's what's important, right? Is that I got it. You managed to serve the customer the exact quantity of drink he ordered. Yeah, and then I want to put a bullet in his head. I've never seen anyone take so long to mix an unmixed drink. Don't start with me, fat man. Just a jest. You know you're my favorite little tender. All right, enough of him. Fat man disappears with the rest of the bar. The removal of the blue milk lifts your spirits. How are your eyes? You're not seeing green, are you? I don't... No. No. Good. Let's move on then. Oh, come on. How many puzzles are you going to throw at me, huh? 2 jars of Skawelly beans hover over Mavenbolt's hands. One is labeled rust. The other is labeled styrofoam. Are those what I think they are? They are not for eating. But that's precisely what they're for. They are for mixing. And possibly for confounding you. We'll see. First, let's get this out of the way for all you bean counters out there, Mavenbolt begins. There are exactly 300 in each jar. The styrofoam jar contains only styrofoam, and the rust jar contains only rust. Okay. Good. A scoop appears in Mavenbolt's hand. Now I will scoop precisely 15 beans and pour them into the rust jar. So, 315. Got it. Uh-oh. Next, I scoop exactly 15 Skawelly beans from the rust jar at random and pour them into the styrofoam jar. It could be 15 rust, exact 15 styrofoam beans I've just poured, or any mixture of the two. And again, I do it again. This time, oh no. This time I scoop 15 beans from the styrofoam jar at random. Pour them into the rust jar. And don't bother trying to count the Skawellys on the image of this card. It's just a rough representation. Very clever game. Very clever. And again and again and again. I repeat the process a dozen times, scooping at random. When I'm done, there are still 300 Skawelly beans in each jar. The question is, are there now more rust-flavored beans in the styrofoam jar, or more styrofoam-flavored beans in the rust jar? So which is it? Oh no. It's impossible to know. There are as many rust-flavored beans as there are... I don't understand the logic of this answer. Assuming any kind of logic is put into it. If I give her permission, is she just going to eat both and then the answer is neither? I bet that's what happens here. Let's play a little option C, shall we? Goo, you want to handle this? Aye, aye, Captain. She lunges onto the table, stretches out with a rectangle, engulfing both jars before snapping back into her cube form. The jars and Skawelly beans dissolve quickly. Sorry, what was the question? Game foul! A cage of light falls from the ceiling and imprisons Gouliet. 5 minutes in the penalty box. I've been put in a penalty box. Sounds strange, but it definitely isn't. It's a little strange. Enough of this. What was your answer? How can I answer now? The Skawellys are all gone. Here's a hot tip. You don't need to count the beans to know the correct answer. So which is it? What? It's got to be this one then. It's got to be. There are as many beans in both jars. Very good. But do you know why? Or did you just say that because it sounds like the most puzzly answer? Oh, okay. Every variable of a test should be considered when formulating your answer. I understand the problem, but I get the impression you're about to lecture me on it anyway. This is one time I want him to lecture me on it, because honestly, I don't understand how I came to the answer. I just selected the most puzzly answer. Right. Your intuition is correct. Mixing is a common activity. The manner in which I approached it would seem to suggest I was trying for some degree of randomness. And indeed, I don't know how many rust-flavored beans there were in the styrofoam jar, or vice versa. But I do know that the number of displaced beans was equal. As long as both jars still contained 300 beans each. If a single styrofoam bean were in the rust jar, a rust bean must be in the styrofoam jar. Okay. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I kind of figured, because it was still 300, it didn't matter how many rust was in the rust jar. Okay. But enough about beans. Let's move on to something else. Enough with the puzzles. Are you just gonna do this until I lose? Let's finish this test with a classic, says Mavenbolt. I'm going to present you with 3 doors. One of the rooms contains a treasure chest. The other 2, killer robots. So which will it be? How do I know? Oh, this is like the cars behind door number 1, right? Let me see here. Choose door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. Okay. Yeah. What was the theory behind this? I remember watching other YouTubers discuss this, and it was like, you choose one door, and nothing's behind it, right? The problem is 2 doors have killer robots behind them, so I'm not eliminating a variable. I'm actually just randomly guessing which one is which. Let's go with 3. Right. He makes the offer. You don't have to do number 3. Now I will show you that door number 1 indeed had killer robots behind it. And I will give you another choice. Would you like to stay with door number 3 or switch to door number 2? Right. And the thing is, most people switch. If I remember the conversation correctly, most people switch their answer. But I think you stick with the door you've chosen. Yeah, at this point I have a 50-50% chance it's one or the other. I could switch, or I could stay. And I think the smart thing is just to stick with what you've chosen. Never mind. It's killer robots! Okay, well, it leads to a combat. That's not such a big deal. Again, I could be wrong. I don't remember the conversation. I don't remember the thought processes behind it. Just that I heard this conversation at some point in the past. It's never a good idea to leave killer robots unattended, trust me. Did I ever tell you about the medieval world that got a head start on the rise of the simple machines? No you didn't. For centuries, they took their work tools for granted, ignoring little grumpy levers and angry garden hose. Their society ended up being overthrown by an army of sentient pulleys. Sounds pretty unbelievable. Okay. You get back to your totally believable life fighting these killer robots, and I'll make sure you don't end up getting pulley-bullied. Ooh, I get a bonus right here, though. Robobby, Drillbee, Cinch... Ooh, what is this? Oh, yeah, the Arcana mech. Right, we fought one of those. Ah, tough luck, it's killer robots. Right, we just went through this. Your odds would have been better had you switched, but no action can guarantee success. Right. Was that really? Your odds would have been better if I switched? Really? Really? Did I completely misremember that conversation? Good lord. The nature of probability is that the correct choice is not always right, and the incorrect choice is not always wrong. Right. I mean, I knew it was a probability thing. I just thought you had to stick with your choice. Alright, well. Let's see if I remember that in, I don't know, 2 or 3 years when this happens again. Probably not. Oh, wait, I wanted to see... Resistance... Resistance... Enemy deals damage to you. Summon... Okay. Alright. Alright, we're ready to go. Marcus, lead us off, buddy.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
That's still not fast enough to go before the robots. So, let's put one in front of us. So Marcus doesn't get beat up. Too bad. And we'll lead with the fog rod. And then we'll build another one.
Spring into action. More coal for the fire.
I can't believe I just selected the wrong ability. Oi! Oi, I need to pay better attention to that. I really do. I get focused on other things and then just kind of click wherever on the board, and that's not going to help anybody. It doesn't really matter anyways, because they weren't going to attack Marcus. They were going to go for these 3 heroes right here. Poor Ricky. That's alright, that's what he's there for. Really, that's what he's there for, just to distract the enemy. Alright. Let's do Smite on the drill bee. Okay, and then I can probably blast it into bits, right? Good. Okay. Then these guys go. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Yeah, Sarge will have to just resurrect. Does he come back and then the automaton hits him with... Yes, that's what's going to happen. Well, Sarge, you're going to have to wait until Claire's turn to resurrect, I guess. That's a shame. Okay. We need to go before this guy goes, but I forget what he's good against. Physical. So I guess I could try to airdrop him.
Running program.
Sure. Let's do air power.
Take it all.
Okay. And then power punch. This should finish him off. Fantastic. Do I have enough to... No. What about if I move here? Not really. I don't want to use that. So, like I said earlier, I had to go back and fight through all the battles before the puzzle challenge.
Should have paid more attention in
which means I got different gear and different upgrades from it. He's just gonna stand there. Okay. So I don't exactly have the same things I had when I went through the first time. Including that sauced up ability. I fought a spaghetti monster, you guys. That was weird. It was also, somehow, tougher than Space Lincoln. Alright, that automaton is super dangerous, though, so we need to get rid of that thing.
Ooh. When do we get to go home? I work best under pressure.
Alright, Marcus, I don't think you overclocked this one.
Let me make some adjustments.
Sure. And... let's suit it up, sure.
Try this on for size.
And then that'll be his turn. Automaton goes, fights the automaton. Not really gonna get anywhere. Alright, alright, alright. That's actually pretty good. Are you gonna move? Yeah, but you're gonna block the other automaton from moving. Okay. Well, I don't think I need to resurrect Sarge now. As sad as it is, we are practically done with this fight. Ooh. Okay. Well, I mean, you're not gonna stop me from hitting you. Sure. Do I have mobility, resistance? Let's give Remaindeer the Blessed Bulwark. Sure. I don't think he's gonna need it. This guy's almost dead. Move around. Do some... We'll do this one. There we go. And then reverse polarity. And that should do it. Awesome. Alright. And then we get a little buffer. What should we call this thing? Some kind of, marker? A stamp? A seal, right? Because we had to use wax seal last time. Always remember, it takes repetition to juice the fairness out of reality. This is an invaluable lesson for anyone who seeks to navigate the quantum realm. Sure. Didn't we have a better Robo Fist? Yeah, okay. Sonic Wand. That's 14. Yeah, we're not gonna bother with that. And then Rickety Spear, we're not gonna bother with. Okay, let's see what we get. Come on. Gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Okay. Conserve AP, add a use to an ability. Wait a minute. New shirt, frag out, blessed bulwark, assembly line. Let's use this one. Improve your aim, add a use to an ability, increase range, okay? Increase an ability's rank, conserve AP. We want the rank up. Rank up. Another rank up? Ooh. Conserve AP. Close encounters. Set for pain. Guardian Spirit. Oh! Dropping Guardian Spirit down to 1. Or Gearling. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So let's drop a Gearling down to 1. Let's drop Guardian Spirit. Where are you? Down to 1. Improve your aim. Increase range by 1. Am I able to... Frag out would be helpful, I think. Gemini Beam. Sir No would be helpful, increasing that range to 5. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, increase rank. Well, we want the Gearling up. We want our summon to be better. 72%. What about Guardian Spirit? What about Guardian Spirit? What about Bribe? If below 50%, it heals more. I mean, that's useful, but so is Blessing Bulwark. Who else? Come on. Let me... More damage is always good. More damage is always good. 3 AP, more initiative, always good. Let's see. Sarge is having some issues, though. His damage output's not great. Frag out, more damage. I think I prefer team buffing. Yeah. What about this guy over here? 46%. That doesn't change. Alright. Well, yeah, we'll buff the Bulwark. Sure. Alright. Cool. Cool. I love those things. I wish they'd come up more often. Ooh. Alright. Well, there's my chance to buff my damage. I'm going to give it to 238, steal more air, or buff. I'm going to give it to that one.
If I hug these cars-
Add power to an ability. Well, you know, Sarge, I think that will help you. Sure, let's give it to the frag. I use the frag almost every fight. Okay. That was a shame that I got that wrong. Yeah, it was a shame, because if I had gotten it right, I bet I would have gotten some kind of reward. Alright, well, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you everyone for joining me. Until we find out what happens next time, stay safe, and God bless you.